And we are back. A little quick reset of everything, and got another World Cup playthrough for you here. Mayday with you. A few of our buddies in chat hanging out on this Monday afternoon. Of course, that dropped yesterday evening. Can't wait to get and check out Harrier Creek by one SindreRev, your runner-up in the CC contest last year. Nice work in the Dream Team of the World Cup also a year ago. And it's typical Sindre style. He was pretty much stealth mode for the majority of the contest. Save maybe a teaser photo or two on Twitter. And then all of a sudden, boom, right near deadline, here he comes. In that action-packed Group H that we just showed you, along with D-Dix, with Grovey, with Q. We just played Q's course just a few moments ago for those of you live on stream. So yeah, interested to see where Sindre went with this. What he tells us in his designer notes, the features, inspirations he wants to highlight: natural environment, wide fairways, angles do matter. Holes can easily play 50 to 100 yards longer if you play safe off the tee. High risk might pay off, he says. So, let's give her a whirl. As always, we'll go and take a tool around the plot. Interesting clubhouse here. Built on the cliff. Deck with plenty of seating. I have not played this course yet, but I am just going to take a guess that this is 18. Because that appears to be... one of these two is 18. Because Sindre does tend to have a habit of sticking his 18th green right smack dab next to the clubhouse. Oh yeah. We didn't even get to the other part of the plot here. See, interestingly, he has used the appears he has used the double water trick. Create a little bit of transparency. You know, and I almost wonder, that's all just texture. Maybe he's thrown some black mulch in here as well. We're in Swiss, as you can tell by the backdrop. Oh, has he? Quite sure how he's done that, but anyway. Well, there's something in the water that Sindre drinks. We all know that. Alright, so. You do have to challenge the inside here. Get the best angle in. I'd probably fat out a little wider if that pin were on the left-hand side of the green. And then I hit it perfect. Well, that's definitely made the hole about 50 yards longer. So, yeah, Sindre is correct. Longer and more of a force carry. Teensy bit here. Oh, yay. If the wind does its thing, I've probably got the right club here. terrible swing, but we do get away with it. As we've seen elsewhere in the contest, this is another plot that is high off of base level. Come on. How? How does it hang there? Seriously? H-Bay? Yeah. By the narrowest of margins, Sindre doesn't get birdies, so R.I.P. Par 3 to a 3-tiered green. Yeah. Sindre, he may be one at the best at creating show-stopping par 3s. I would say this classifies. I mean, look at it. I mean, she's a beaut. Here's a question, though, Reed. Do par 3s need to have all the strategy and depth of the rest of the holes of the course? I say that because naturally you're going to be everybody's hit from the same spot, so there's already that element taken out of play. There's no, well, where do I hit to set up my approach shot? We're all hitting from the same spot, so. Hey, Scub. And honestly, I think that's why you see guys take a... Yeah. Boom. Kenyon would. Well, yeah, it's less of a chess match. I mean, yeah, she can still hit the specific parts of the green, and if there's feeder slopes. I mean, I think it's a lot more about green orientation and green contouring. Hey, indigestion. All right, so he's giving us some camber here. We've got to hug the inside line here for the flat line. The more left you go, the more difficult your second shot's going to be. Indigestion coming in right on cue with the tough greens. Look at the movement on this one. And this is one. Now think if we hit it over here. Now you really, this is... Try getting at this pin from the left side of this fairway. Exactly. But again, I mean, unless you're hitting that wood off the tee, unless you're hitting 3 wood. and playing into here, or really accurate with your driver and hit this flat area. I mean, if you just mindlessly bash a driver with a fast, you're going to roll down here, and then what? Not a shot I would want to take on, that's for sure. Hey, you who dat? Someone want to put up the mat signal? We've got two of them in here. Massively wide fairway. The diagonal so you can figure out how much you dare to chew. Again, you've got a little off camber, which is going to steer you further away from the hole in a more blind second. Ride that wind. Let's go. Amiobi coming in with the rate of 15. Love to see it. Axel, welcome in. We are doing our World Cup playthroughs. Lost Souls, how's it going? It's our second of the day, and we're on a butte, Harrier Creek. We already played Tiamo. Very nice course there. Forest in the house. Trees, how's it going? It was all right. It was very, very good. As Bearcats, welcome in. Yeah, I can't recall it. It might have been Scoot earlier on who said that groups G and H are really setting up for a hell of a showdown. And he ain't kidding. Again, all the groups, I think, have put out some fantastic work, but whew. You look at the depth of the field from 1 to 8 in those two groups, it is pretty damn spectacular. As is this putt if it gets there. Hey, Lisi. Almost a super chicken. Uphill par 3 here. Which I am guessing maybe is his take on a Redan. Well, appreciate it, Amio. We thank you for the raid. We'll be doing one more at least after this, so. Yeah, that was an indifferent shot. But we walk off with par, which on that hole I think we're pretty happy with. Alright, these are some of the holes I'm always interested with Sindre, what he does away from the sun. Because he is so good routing and planning into the sun. I actually thought on Old Pharaoh, he did a pretty bang-up job of the holes using a less than glamorous light. And there's certainly plenty for your eye to look at here. No, my name is not Hinter. I do not want to pitch this shot. Oh, stay up. Whee! More fun if you put your hands up, no doubt. Oh, stay up. Wow, we underread that. And that is a sloppy bogey for you. Very sloppy bogey with a wedge in hand. And now we're heading back into the sun. Yeah. Obviously, the big question is, do you try to clear that carry bunker or not? In a hurting wind, I'd say no. And also, you can notice he has buried some trees here. As you can tell by the change in base texture. Also, some of the shadowing here. The extra shadowing going into the sun. It is downhill, you are right. Reeb would know. I always consider him the OG of the buried tree technique with what he did on Einstacked. That was all the way back in TGCT. Oh, not good. Well, at least we have a backboard here. And you know me with backboards. If it's there, I must use it. Let's see if we can channel our inner Vern Lundquist here. Not quite. Still fun. And that ends up being a useful par. Well, if this ain't a fast blocker, I don't know what is. Dogleg right, off camber, wind off the right. You maybe want to hit a fade here. And even then, God, I can't even pin that on Sindre. That is just, that was a diabolical win for that hole. No, no, absolutely. Actually, I think we may be laying back here. As far to the right as we can. Yeah, I would have preferred further right, but whatever. Yeah, again, that's just that is a brutal win for this hole coming hard off the right. Yeah, with that crosswind, we'll take our par and move on. I'm okay with that. Alright, heading back toward the clubhouse, which is out of bounds, so be mindful of that. Do need to take on this nest of bunkers to get the best angle, though. Or you can just hit it very fast. Which has given us a blind second. Oh, I appreciate that. You can't hear Reed, but I do appreciate that. Reed is the golden voice of the dam, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. He can't because he's not a mod. Well, there is that, yes, Manny. You can hold that over his head. Alright, we've made the turn. Yeah, this is pretty, definitely. Come on, clear it. Get to the back half of that. Release. Okay. I mean, let's get my fat ass out of the way. Just. Come on now. I might be having a moment over here, so just excuse me for a second. I'm with you, Reeb. I'm not one myself for the rear framing bunker. I don't do that a lot in my stuff. But damn, when somebody does it and pulls it off, it looks so nice. I'm thinking of Heisenberg on the 10th on his hole, his course, Cape Clements as well. How he's got the framing bunkers behind that par 3. This is of that same class. Took a peek in the hole and just gave me one big bird emoji. Couple of follows. Course Design HQ, thank you for the follow. And credit or debit TV. Credit or debit. There we go. Everybody, I have gone to the Victory Lane Sports School of Pronunciation. Credit or debit. Oh, there's a bridge. Where's Wes? Oh, my goodness. Let's just take a stroll, shall we? Yeah, I would probably need to, wear some Depends. If I were to ever traverse this bridge. And for the love of God, don't look down. Don't do it. I will have needed to be well lubricated over the course of the first 10 holes in order to traverse that bridge. I don't think I go across that sober. Oh yeah, that is... I see what you're talking about that green site, Reed. Just a little depression in this hill, it just kind of... a nice little saddle effect. This is a long-ass hole, guys. It works, though. Oh, that was useful. We gotta get it going here. We started 3 under through 4, and we have just kind of shot the bat ever since. First birdie since the 4th. And you want to talk about picturesque, put it on a postcard par 3. Oh, and he's got the depression of the depression down to the back left hole location. That's very reminiscent, at least to me, of 11 at Nisita. Also, the way he's flashed this bunker face right here, giving you a little bit of an optical illusion that this bunker's closer to the green than it actually is. Yeah, that's a beautiful feature right there, Reed. Oh, no, God, no, 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 no. We don't want that. We might not have wanted that. Oh, quit waving. It wasn't that good. And there's no crowd out here. Who the hell are you waving to? Come on now. Maybe he's waving to the cowards who are still stuck on the other side of the bridge. Alright, big time par 4 here. It's almost, this feels to have a little Arctic Fury width to it. What in the hell? What was that? Okay, I think I figure out what he's used for his buried tree. Hey, I had a floating house on Fisheye, so HB. To be honest, Kenyon, I use that that very top left hash on page 1 a lot if I'm burying trees. Oh, there. Well, if you've gotten past the first bridge, though, I mean, that's a piece of cake. Never high enough. Oh well, easy par. Yeah, SindreRev does know how to make a bridge over turbulent terrain. Okay, Lost Souls, you have a good one. Yeah, if you made it over that bridge on 11, I mean, this is a walk in the park. All right, off camber par 5. We saw Ben do something similar to this on the first hole at Strathlorn. But again, you really want to hug the left-hand side of this fairway to A, get the best angle in, and B, not be caromed dead right by the camper. This is the second par 5 we've had that's had a predominantly right to left wind. But the nice thing is, whereas, what was it, 8? Was that dog leg right? This one dog legs left. So they play quite differently. And whereas that wind dramatically hurt you on 8, it helped here on this hole. That's the other cheeky thing about using camber, especially the way he's done his green sight. It's kind of a hanging lie, and I suppose hitting a cut into most pins is okay. I actually kind of want to work the draw with the wind on this pin, and I've got a hanging lie that wants to go the other way on me. Stay up. Oh well, easy birdie. Interesting take on the lion's mouth here. Almost. Almost reminds me a little bit of the fifth at Sweetens. Oh, can I? Absolutely. Should I? Will I? Nah, I chickened. Oh, whoa! Oh! I didn't see that there. Uh-oh. Bravo, Sindre. You got me so worried about the creek on the right and the slope on the left that I totally never even took account to what can go wrong by going long. Kudos to you to waving the dog. Or waking the dog. Well done. You caught me hook, line, and sinker on that one. Good thing that fringe was there. Yeah, no doubt. This is a Sindre quirk, and some don't mind. Some do pick up on it in the judging. It's kind of a personal preference of the judges, but this is at least the third par 3 that I know of that's gone in this direction. And he does it for the glory lighting. And he did it on Old Pharaoh as well. The plus side is you get the best use of the best lighting on the holes you absolutely want to showcase. What can work against you is you've got 3 par 3s running in the same direction with the same wind. So you really got to make sure you vary up those par 3s to make sure they play differently. See, I tend to get anal about that. Just try to be mindful, especially the 3s and the 5s, how they run. If I can at all help it. Alright, acres of fairway to the right where you don't need it. Left is the ticket. But not that far left. Oh, get a big kick. Well, we have the angle. We have an angle. We can use that slope. Okay, I didn't expect it to come out like that, I must admit. And now we are grinding. Oh, can we make a junk man? No. That was a very sloppy bogey. I'll admit, this course had me lulled into a false sense of security. We start 3 under through 4. I'm like, hey. We're 2 over since then. And legitimately, we could have been 4 under through 4 because our birdie putt on 1 just hung on the lip. I feel like the wind did pick up about that time, though. Well, and now I've got to be careful because long is OB. But I got to chase it up there somehow. I'm okay with that front bunker. Well, now we got to get up and down to break par. Yay. Uh-oh. Well, we just hemorrhaged coming in. 4 over the last 4 holes to finish even. Oi. Yes, there was some definite leakage. Definite leakage on my part coming in, but still a very, very beautiful course, as we've come to expect from SindreRev. He certainly brings it in these contests, and that was no exception. Harrier Creek, the name of that one by SindreRev over in Group 8. And you see the rest of the courses there. We just played Tiamo prior to this. Tarraco Park SA is David Dix, Usonia Links by Grovey, the other one in this group. Alrighty, you be good, Reeb. We're not going anywhere, however. Well, we are for a couple of moments to reset the stream. Doing that so we can get these up on VOD for YouTube. But we'll reset the stream, and when we come back, we are heading to Column Trail by Todd Father. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.